If you've been listening this month, you'll know we've named the parts of co-parenting that you might dread or that spin you out or are just complicated. So today I want to do something equally important, which is pausing and noticing where parenting with or without another adult is actually working well enough. And I don't mean perfectly or effortlessly, but I do mean in ways that genuinely support your children. Shared parenting that works doesn't have to be harmonious to be effective. It just has to be responsible. Because children don't need adults who always agree, thankfully. They need adults who take responsibility for their role. And that responsibility might look like shared decision making where possible, making up and making things better after disagreements, clear, practical boundaries when collaboration isn't possible, and at least one adult choosing not to escalate and make things worse. All of these create safety. And this kind of co-parenting, the kind that genuinely helps children, often feels very ordinary. It's not about feeling triumphant, and it often doesn't come with certainty. Many times it goes unnoticed, even by the parent doing it. So it might involve, small moments of goodwill, having realistic expectations about what's possible, adults adjusting to the other's way of doing things rather than arguing over specific details, and at least one person choosing the bigger picture rather than trying to win. And sometimes it really doesn't feel good at all. It can feel unsatisfying and lonely, or like you're giving more than you're getting. And this can be true when all the adults involved are actually giving their all. But that doesn't mean nothing is happening. If you have paused instead of reacting, protected your child from adult tension, held a boundary without attacking, or chosen to focus on the outcome rather than proving a point, that is the work of parenting with another adult. It's emotional leadership. And children do feel and benefit from that, even if no one recognizes it. And from a child's perspective, seeing adults who can disagree without things spiraling into chaos, who recover after disagreement, who hold clear limits, and who can keep them out of that adult conflict, teaches something profound. It teaches them that relationships can and often are complex, and that doesn't mean they have to break. Disagreement doesn't automatically mean danger, and it teaches them that adults are capable of handling responsibility. And this builds trust because they can see someone is in charge of keeping things safe, even if they're not always smooth. So, if you notice areas where your shared parenting is working, even quietly, I want to invite you to take a moment to notice that. We can get so focused on the challenges, it can be easy to overlook the support that is there, the places that you don't have to carry everything alone, and where you can trust the support that is available to you right now, even if it doesn't look like the conventional kind of support. And strength in these situations isn't only about pushing through and solving challenges. Sometimes it's about appreciating and making more of what is already working. And choosing to lean into that support doesn't have to undermine you. It can sometimes help relieve you of the pressure of doing it all yourself and leave you with more to offer to your children. So if this month exploring co-parenting has helped you to think more clearly in a tricky moment with a co-parent, to understand both of your reactions around parenting decisions, to make one or two clear decisions about what you want for your kids, or just to feel less alone in the invisible effort of co-parenting, that's not from luck, it's from practice. And it's much easier to keep that practice going with structured support. My Calm Enough Mum support circle is £37 a month membership, designed specifically for emotionally aware, busy mums. Every week, you'll get short, focused mini teachings designed to fit into real mum life, clear monthly parenting themes, practical scripts and suggestions of things you can say in real situations, a Q&A space for your everyday parenting challenges, and a reflection space to think, process, and share if you want to, with no judgment. There are no long modules, no hour-long calls you can't fit into your busy day, even on the replay, and no expectation that you do everything. Instead, you get simple ideas clearly set out that you can access to help you with what's relevant to you in your unique family right now. You can use what helps, leave what doesn't, and start to develop the skills of calm leadership that you're already building without burning out. If that feels like the kind of support that would make your week easier, the link is in the description. I'd love to welcome you in. Good enough co-parenting, whether through cooperation or clear boundaries, changes children's lives. It doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be thought through. And if you're doing that work, even messily, it matters more than you know.